My boyfriend and I had planned to go to a concert of my favorite band, but he was called away for work, so I asked my friend to go with me. He agreed, but only if I went under someone's supervision. On the day of the concert, we had our makeup on, dressed up, and were ready to party. "Don't be late," my boyfriend said before leaving for work. "Come straight home after the concert, okay?" He looked worried, but I promised him I'd be there. Besides, I was itching to have some fun after a long break. At 7, we took a cab to the nightclub. My friend was excited to meet someone, hoping to dance with a cute guy. Once we arrived, we had a couple cocktails before the concert to relax. During the concert, I was screaming my favorite songs, letting go of all my stress. My friend noticed a guy sitting with his friends and exchanged glances with her. She nudged me and whispered, "He's cute, don't you think?" After the concert, we introduced ourselves to each other. "My name is Matteo," the guy said, smiling. He had a warm smile that put us at ease. "I'm Clara, and this is my friend Sophie," my friend said, clearly excited. "We're going to a bar after the concert. Would you like to come with us?" asked Matteo. "I'd love to," Sophie replied, ignoring my attempts to head home. I sighed and gave in. Matteo introduced us to his friends, Luca and Marco, and we headed to the nearest bar. The music and lights were electrifying, and I soon found myself getting into it. I started dancing and drinking, completely forgetting my promise to go home. The night seemed perfect, the kind where all worries disappear. As the night wore on, Marco came up to me, seeming kind and concerned. "Hey Sophie, maybe I should take you home," he asked, gently putting his arm around my waist. I nodded, realizing I'd had too much to drink. He caught a cab and we kissed during the ride. The next thing I knew, I woke up in Marco's bed. I felt confused, regretful, and guilty. I looked at my phone. At least 30 missed calls and angry messages from my boyfriend. The reality of my actions hit me hard and I froze, trying to think of what to say. Marco woke up and smiled weakly at me, but I couldn't smile back. I quickly got dressed and left. As I left the house, I felt regret, not only for what had happened with Marco, but also for betraying my boyfriend's trust. The cab ride home was long and silent. My mind replayed all the events, and I realized I couldn't hide the truth. The fun of the concert was now marred by my mistakes. Walking up to my apartment, I hesitated before opening the door, knowing I had a lot to go through. When I stepped inside, my boyfriend was sitting on the couch, a mixture of anger and resentment on his face. "Where have you been, Sophie?" he asked in a low voice. I felt tears come to my eyes. "I'm so sorry," I whispered, my voice shaking. The tears started to drip and I trembled. I took a step closer, but he held up a hand, stopping me. The distance between us seemed insurmountable. I knew I couldn't undo what I'd done, but I hoped we could find a way forward. It wouldn't be easy, but I was willing to do whatever it took to make things right. The fear of losing him made me realize how much I loved him. I had made a mistake, and now I had to face the consequences and hope that he could forgive me.